Hi guys! Today I wanted to do a book review. This is the book that I am reviewing. It is called The Blender Girl, and it is by Tess Masters, who is from Down Under. She's an Aussie. And I've been noticing that, different friends of mine that have been trying to transition to a vegetarian diet or even a vegan diet, or struggling trying to find stuff that is good tasting and that's quick to make, because a lot of people have got some pretty intense work schedules. They have to get up very early and go through a long commute and come back. And so, what do you do to eat again in a healthy way that's fast, and particularly if you're not, or even if you are, but particularly if you're not necessarily, a whiz in the kitchen, if cooking per se is not really your bag. So I thought this was good because not only is it gluten-free and, heavy on the plants, it's essentially a vegan cookbook. This gal has tried out just about every, diet that you can. She actually jokes and makes fun of herself that yes, she was really one of those people that, had the answer every 6 months, to the point where, she actually, has gotten into it in her studies on a more professional level, studying nutrition and so forth. Why? Because she was one of those teenagers that always felt sluggish and always felt sick, and as it turns out, ended up being diagnosed with Epstein-Barr. So she needed to do something, to turn her life around and feel better. That being said, whether you're just looking for new salad recipes, new smoothie recipes, new main entrees, I think that you'll really enjoy this book. So let me get to it. Again, it's blender centric, although there are, a few things in here that you bake, but it's fast food that's nutritious. It's divided into two parts. The first part she calls the lowdown, and that's when she's basically giving an introduction to, the tools of the trade, which are blendaholic picks. So she's got, some suggestions of some of her favorite blenders and why, also priced according to budget and what they can do. Then she has another section in here where she gives a really nice introduction to different things that she uses in this book that you're going to need to have. Sprouting, a home sprouting guide, which is great. If you look back through my channel, I've got some videos way back from 2014 where I show you how to sprout sunflower seeds, but she goes a little bit more in depth, from adzuki beans all the way to wheat berries and wild rice, and how to do that. And she also has a section on water, the importance of water. She also has a section on how to make different kinds of milks using, for example, how do you make milk out of brown rice, hazelnuts, hemp seeds, pecans, quinoa, sesame seeds, soybeans, sunflower seeds, all of that, and of course the ever-present coconut milk. This book is a little bit heavy on the coconut milk and the coconut oils. I think that is a personal preference of hers, but again, she gives a whole list of different kinds of milks that you can make. What I like about her book is that she is not like a fanatic. She emphasizes that this book is a guide, but that it should be tweaked, according to your own tastes as well. And she understands that everyone has a different biochemistry. So I really appreciate that, because so many of these books are so faddish. There's also a index. There's a page of resources. She also gives a reading list if you want to go into a little bit smoother. But when we get to part 2, these are the actual recipes. So she's got a section on smoothies and shakes. She has a section on appetizer, snacks, dips, salads, of course, soups, main courses, desserts, drinks that actually include alcoholic drinks, but that are using more of a base of, fresh fruits. She has a section on juices. She has a section on tonics, condiments, sauces, and gravies, which she likes to call creams. What I like also about this book is that she doesn't get into the, juicing or blending debate. She really gets more into application of wisdom. She goes back and forth between the two, depending on what she's looking to do for her body. There you have it. It's a lovely book. I also should mention that it is by 10 Speed Press. They're out of Berkeley. It's a reasonably priced book. It's $11 in the United States. It's a little bit more pricey in Canada. It's about $24 in Canada. And it's a book that I think that you will really enjoy. I am planning on trying one of these recipes this evening. It's something that she calls an onion and herb Soca. That's a picture of it. I'm intrigued by this because it calls for chickpea flour. Chickpea flour is something that I happen to have on hand because I love cooking Indian vegetarian food, and there's a lot of wonderful dishes that you can make with that. So the recipe for this just calls for olive oil, a cup of chickpea flour, some salt. Oh, she also goes into the benefits of different kinds of natural salts, which is nice to hear. Diced yellow onions, garlic, parsley, and thyme. That's it. So I am looking forward to trying this out this evening. And there you have it. I hope that this was helpful to you. This is Akayani for The Living Connection. Peace.